Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome back to Blast the Process, where we play Sega games all weekend. We're at the tail end, so we're a little bit loopy, but hey, you know what they say, what could possibly go wrong? And with that amazing segue, we are playing Bubsy with Garby. How you doing?
Good.
Garby just got done with the Cow Pow earlier, and now she is back for some good old Bubsy action.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone's favorite video game. If you are ready, you can go ahead and count us down. You're all set.
I'm just about ready. I just need to change the controls and yeah, so this is Bubsy 2, so I guess we'll just start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thanks, yeah. So this is Bubsy 2. What I think is really interesting about this game is just how there are actually a lot of interesting mechanics in it as a speed run. Like, I guess it'll actually come up in a little bit, but these levels are all maze-like, which seems pretty bad for a speed run. But when you know where to go, it's actually a really fast-paced run, at least for the most part. And I already missed a smart bomb. That's not good. I want them for later in the run. They're not really that important yet, but there's a really hard level coming up later. I need to get that. But this marble collection, you want to get them all as fast as possible so that you can end the level as quickly as possible. And there's actually a kind of a method to it. It can seem random how quickly the marbles get out, but if you collect them in a specific way, they'll generally get out more quickly. So that can save a lot of time throughout the run. So get this. Okay, so there's a precise place you need to jump from there, and I jump from that place, and that's pretty quick. And the only thing with this game is that there are some auto-scrollers in it, and that kind of makes it a little bit more of a speed game, but generally I think it's still pretty fun to play. I mentioned for Fairies to Pick Up How that I don't know, I think that's a genuinely bad game, but I regard this game a little bit more highly. I think I can see why people would think it's a bad game, but I unironically have a lot of fun with it. And so this is so this in particular is one place where you need to jump in. If you just fall down into it, these models take a lot longer to get out, and there's also a lot of lag. So you want to do it like that. And the way this game works is that there's five different things for each floor, and there's 3 floors in total, so 15 levels overall. There's a Egyptian level, space level, a music level, a flying level, and a medieval level. And so that is. And yeah, just in general, it's just cool that this is just a fast-paced run and everything. And these marbles that you're seeing throughout the level, I want to try to avoid them when I can, especially the boxes of marbles, because each marble, at the end of the level, it takes a frame per marble to count down. So you want to, and the marble box give 100 marbles. That one I'm getting just because it's probably still the fastest way to do it and the simplest way, but each marble box costs about, I guess, 100 frames, so about 1.6 seconds per box. So I really want to avoid those when I can. So we're heading to the flying level. This is just an auto-scroller. But there is going to be some interesting tech coming up, actually. I actually got a fast takeoff there. Sometimes Bubsy's just stopping, but sometimes he just goes right through our level like he did that time. And it saves about a second if you can get that. I don't totally get how it works, but I think there is a strat for it. And the tech I'm referring to is there's a way to skip the marbles that fly out of the goalpost if you do it correctly, but it seems to be frame perfect and pixel perfect, so it's pretty unlikely to generally get it. I didn't even turn back. It's kind of hard to turn back because you need to double tap left or right, and I didn't even do the input correctly, so that didn't work. Well, and sometimes if marbles on the screen, that can slow you down some. And so we're heading this level. This is honestly probably one of it's probably one of the shortest levels in the game. You just need to run straight to the right. So not really much to this level. There's just kind of a couple of jumps that save a little bit of time if you can do it awfully, but it don't take too much to get down. Like just that jump. I could go for that smart bomb, but it's kind of slow to go for. And the marbles seem to take different amount of times in different levels too. Like you don't get that marble skip in the plain level; those are generally the slowest. And now we're going to head to the first boss of the game. It's just going to be a collection of enemies from earlier parts, and I need to hit them a certain amount of times. And so there's actually some interesting tech. You can try to go for double hits. If you... Okay, I didn't get that one. Like there, that's a double hit, so I can kill it in one cycle. I actually missed quite a few of them there. Which one can I even come out? I usually get up most of them. Okay. But that still doesn't lose too much time. It just saves a little time if you can manage to get them. You can also use the Nerf gun in this fight, and theoretically it could speed it up, but the Nerf gun is honestly really hard to use, and the controls don't work too well with it. I guess that don't need to mention something else. There are also power-ups in this game that you can collect, and the Nerf gun's one of them. But it's just kind of like the controls just don't generally seem the best for it, so I generally don't rely on strats involving it. And so this is probably one of the first levels that's... Well, not the first level, but it's one of the more complicated levels to navigate through when you don't know where to go. I don't know when there... And you'll also be seeing a lot of one-hit kills. Like that thing, that pool of water and that container of water was a one-hit kill if I would have fallen into it. And you just need to know what line switch did and everything, and seems to be an okay pace so far. And so these space levels there, I guess I consider these the kind of the most boring. There's not that much to them, but I guess what's coming up is one of the more annoying parts of this run. There's gonna... Let me make that. Yeah, these. You want to be really careful with these, because these is a one-hit kill. Okay, that was actually close. I think if you're going down and it's going up is when it'll kill you. But I think it's the other way around, it won't do that. So, but it's still a one-hit kill. So, and the hitboxes can seem a little bit unfair. So, I generally take it pretty safely around them. So, I actually have enough for another smart bomb. I'll probably try to get one later. Still not at the point where I really need them yet, but they can be pretty useful. So, whoa, I should have been switched to that. Missed that. I wanted to destroy that enemy so I wouldn't get stopped there. But that's not the biggest deal, I guess. That just cost me a few seconds. Sometimes I end up falling down there, and that will lose a lot more time. So, let's look at my arse. I didn't get that jump perfectly. So, I shouldn't need that. Famous last words.
So, Garby.
Yeah?
I forgot to ask this of people in the last run because I was too busy being a meme. But do you think that this game is a bad game? It's a loaded question, I know.
Well, based on what I guess I would say so. While I've played this game so much that I've pretty much that I've been able to like adapt to its frustrating mechanics, like its enemy placement, especially in the later part of the game, is just terrible, and it's generally really hard to figure out where to go. So yeah, I guess I would say that I think this is a bad game, even though I really like it.
Somewhere in the world, Author Blues is shedding a single tear, and he does not know why.
Off doesn't like this game. He doesn't like this game in particular.
I knew that too.
Yeah.
I remember mentioning it. He's like, actually, I hate Bubsy 2. Bubsy 1's good. So,
yeah.
I think this is better than Bubsy 1. I'm just throwing it out there.
Well,
You have a health bar.
Yeah, that's the main reason I'll prefer running this over. That's the main reason why I prefer this game just for running, just because you get a health bar, so it's generally more forgiving if you just with the fast speed and everything.
With Bubsy 2, and especially speedrunning it, all you have to do is you hold right, and it's literally what people accuse Sonic of being. You hold right and jump at the perfect time, and you have to memorize when to jump because everything moves onto screen too fast, because Bubsy is a very, very fast Bobcat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent.
It's fine.
But yeah, Bubsy's a bad game. So.
Yeah.
Actually, you want to hear a story?
Yeah.
Do you have anything of extreme importance to mention about the game?
Okay, I'll just say that this is just saying first off, except deal more hits. So you can go on with the story.
Okay. When I was a child, my favorite game was Bubsy, and I didn't own it. My brother's best friend brought it over once on a Super Nintendo, because we didn't own a Super Nintendo. I was a Genesis kid. And I got to play SNES Bubsy, and I loved it, and it was my favorite game. And the only reason it was is because it was a cat. It's the only reason, and I like cats. It's a very dumb reason to like a video game, especially because it's not very good.
Oh.
Sorry, Bubsy. I have failed you.
So like this level, this is actually one of the levels that. So there's an East Wing and a West Wing, and they have different level designs, and the only difference between this and this level is actually the same in both of them, and this is the only one that's like that. So that's just kind of an interesting thing. They didn't change what the level actually was. They changed the level name, but they didn't actually change what the level was. And I guess this is probably one of the most maze-like levels. Actually, I don't have that many smart bombs either, and so the next level coming up is what I consider the hardest level in the game, so, you know, hopefully that goes well. So, this level in particular, the marbles seem to not... No matter what you do, the marbles don't seem to take long to get out, so kind of helps. And how many... Yeah, I don't have enough for R1. I think in my PB, I actually had 10 smart bombs here, but this time I only have 5, so this will be pretty hard, but I've played this level a lot, so hopefully I'll be okay. Okay, that's a good start. Even though I got hit. This isn't good. Yeah. No, there's not a... I thought there was an ending there. Oh no. Okay, now I at least got that. Okay. So those bandages, they refill your health, so that's what I was looking for. And you need to make that jump, otherwise it's really hard to actually get there if you don't manage to jump off those enemies onto that door that I just got into. So I don't know. These days, I don't usually mess that up, but it's kind of pretty punishing if you do. Those were really good marbles. That was actually a pretty good level. I did have to use, like... Well, I have one smart bomb, but I got that in the level. But that was still pretty good. Oh, and y'all may... Like, the health is indicated on the top right by the face, but yeah, it can be kind of hard to see, but yeah, that's how I know how much health I have left. I don't know the best strat for this. I guess this works pretty well, though. Stand boost. And sometimes projectiles that other enemies shoot just cause some lag. Kind of not much you can do. Maybe I could use a small bomb or something, but I don't know. I don't really feel like it'd be worth it, and I don't think it's close enough anyway to do that. So we're actually pretty close to the end of the run. There's only a couple more levels. And then a final boss. And taking the store, actually, because that's a pretty big portion of the level. And this will just lead to another auto-scroll. That's really a theme in these levels. You get to a checkpoint, and that's an indication that an auto-scroll is about to come up if you go in the door. And I guess it's worth noting in some levels, if you happen to go back in, it can sometimes punish you by making you redo sections. So, yeah, this game can be pretty mean. So we're actually heading to the final level before the boss. I think I have a smart bomb. I think I got one in the previous level. 16, 12. This might be also 18, actually. That wouldn't be too bad. I don't have any major mistakes so far, I don't think. Just... Like, I haven't gotten... Some of them have been kind of slow, and I haven't gotten any of the marble skips. Which, they save about 14 seconds or so if you can skip the marbles in the plane level. 14 if you do it perfectly, anyway. And I think my PB actually has one, so it's pretty unlikely for this to PB. My PB is 1710, so... Or 1709. Get it! That was way too early. Whoa, no, actually... Okay, that still saves some time. That was actually... There seems to be, like, ways to make it faster, but not actually get the marble skip. And I think I did that, so I still saved some time, but not the full amount of time. So, this should be probably a 1745 or so if this goes well. And so this is the final boss. One per PM. Have to keep jumping on his head and avoid getting crushed. And there's a specific pattern to it. For one thing, you have to be gliding into him, otherwise you risk taking damage. Not really for any good reason, that's just how it works. And so, okay, already almost done. Okay, 1737. That's pretty good time.
GG.
Thanks. Yeah, pretty happy with that. It was a deathless run, and so I guess claim.
Still, that game is Bubsy is not an easy game, so it's very impressive to beat it this fast and just to memorize it in such a way that you know what you're doing. It's very impressive. You did a great job.
Thanks. And well, that's Bubsy 2, and there's that ending. Truly. Well, I don't think they even show the credits on here, but yeah, just show this.
Do you have anything else to say, Garby, before we move on over?
Not much. Just thanks for having me on Blast the Process. I had fun doing my runs.
Well, we're very glad to have you, as always. GarbitheGlitcheress, everyone. Next up, we're moving into even deeper territory. We have Alf coming up with Beatram. Sure to be good. I'm not good at segues.